Hi everybody, welcome to this free video guide for the round shown of this Legacy 9-hole Cup division, also displayed on screen. These are tournament wins. Before of course we bring you the details, so please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. These are replays of old content when this 9-hole Cup was first in the game, so listen carefully to the commentary, take some notes as well, there may be some tweaks needed, but like I said, these are the tournament wins, so hopefully you will be able to build some shots from those. Timestamps in the description down below. Good luck. Here we go. I'm using a Centurion here just to cut down the wind a little bit for this. I'm playing a slice. 8 bar of topspin only. It does help if you have 7 or 8 bars of topspin. Setting up so that at max there, just at max, the white ring is 1 ring away from that rock. Then we're going half a ball of curl to the right only, max overpower, and full slice release. So remember, it's only half a ball of curl. If you don't have the top spin and are worried about getting over there, then just play a standard curl shot instead. Max top spin, 3 bars right spin, but you will need to go at least 5 rings of overpower. But as you see, this comes down very, very nicely indeed, 418 yards. Second shot here going for a rough bump with the Hornet. So I'm just trying to estimate my club distance as best as I can here. And I do believe I've got a tweak that will get you an eagle here. I hope so at least. So going for the rough bump, and I'm going to add some top spin here with the Hornet level 9. And it is a max top spin there, so it's just about 7 bars of top spin. Ball guide just through the hole, as you can see, just finding a nice position. Now, after a drive of 418, I play this 145% slider with 20% elevation. However, we over adjust ever such a small amount. So I would suggest to go with 40% slider from here. I do believe we'd have had a good chance of dropping if we'd have just played slightly less. So I would suggest 418 would equal 40% slider with 20 elevation. Just look at that, missing on the left, but a very good setup and a good attempt nonetheless. Hole number 2, quarterback is the play for me, just to get safely around the pin for a birdie, but there is of course a chance of hole in 1, but I've not been able to hit perfect on this one, unfortunately, with 2 attempts. Max backspin, 3 bars side spin to the left, setting up with the orange ring just in the rough at plus 14 yards. Adjustment here, I go max distance plus 30, maximum distance plus 30. Don't worry about dropping into the sand, we're still going to be okay, and as you'll see here, even with a great ball, we're not risking the rough in any way. Minor great right, but look at this where it lands, plenty of room on the fairway, and then it bounces. So I would like to see a perfect there, but I do believe it's going to be close. Sorry about the lag here on the these replays, because the game did not save my replays properly, sadly, but I grabbed them from the stream. But here we're okay, we're back to normal. And this drive, we had exactly the same wind in the Ryder Cup. Setting up at plus 5 yards, blue ring touching the rough with APOC 7. Obviously going to be, I would say, half the blue ring with APOC 5. And I'm going max top spin and 1 bar side spin to the left, and the adjustment is max 0. So maximum distance, no elevation, and going with plenty of curl. Just have a look at that. Pause the video, make a mental note of how much curl I'm using here. Minor great left, but it's not going to trouble me. Obviously, APOC 5 you will have less top spin, so you will not be able to roll as much down the fairway. So it may change your club for the second shot. So instead of sniper here, you might, if you feel it you're going to go short, you might want to put the Guardian if you got it high level, if not the Cataclysm. But I'm backing up, going with 3 top spin, 1 bar side spin to the left. I'm trying to find a position that isn't glitchy, which I don't really manage that well, to be honest. But we're going ball guide to hole, and then here I'm playing 84% slider with 5% elevation. Obviously, if you're setting up near a max distance of club, then play it at 98, 100% slider, play it max. But here we do have a little bit of headwind as well, so we do come in slightly short, but still it's a good attempt, and we have secured a safe eagle nonetheless. Perfect ball with a sniper, I'm never going to argue at that. And even though the line is good, just lacking in pace there, but a decent effort. On to hole number 4. We're going to play with the Cataclysm here, and the reason for this is that if I was using the sniper, I couldn't set up high enough. So we have to go with the Cataclysm for the distance. So plus 5 yards with cat level 7, and going with some spin there. A couple of bars of back spin and a side spin to the right. I'm looking at the third bounce just to be on the green. Just to be on the green once spins are added. Adjustment here, max plus 50. Max plus 50. It's a tricky adjust with a bush in the way, so just do the best you can. Here I go with a little bit of curl. Could maybe go with a bit more, but I don't want to push it, and I do believe a great right is dangerous here with the bunker. So it depends how you want to play it. If you want to risk it, go with a bit more curl. If not, just focus on hitting perfect and go with what we've got here. As you can see there, we're just nicely on the green, and I'm not going to argue at that with a kingmaker, to be honest. Hole number 5. I do think about using Thor's hammer, but then decide to go with the Apoc instead. Go with as much topspin as you have. I would recommend the Apocalypse because of the distance. You're not going to be adjusting it to overpower. So I'm going with max topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Setting up at plus 4 with the blue ring just in the rough. Again, if you've got a different club level, just look at the ball guide as well once you've added your spin. Max plus 10 is the adjustment here. If you want to use a Centurion to knock the wind down, you are, of course, more than entitled to do so. Pulling into overpower, so I am going with about 1 to 2 rings of overpower, and I put a little bit of counter curl to the left just in case that wind is going to nudge me right. Minor great right, but we are still fine here, and I played the shot again with a Centurion. Still works as well. Didn't get quite as much distance because I didn't go with the overpower. So if you can go with 1 ring of overpower, even if you don't adjust into it, I think it will be useful. Second shot, go with the wood club that gives you the most topspin, either the big dog or the cat, whichever one is the best. Max topspin, a little bit of side spin to the left. And what we're doing here is aiming straight down the middle between the rough and the sand. In the end, I just go slightly to the left because of the wind push. Adjustment here, max 0. Max plus 0. And once we're done, because we have some tailwind, we're going to push back up to max. Up to you whether you want to go with overpower to get yourself close to the green. I feel I don't need to with the topspin here, but if you've only got 6 or 7 bars of topspin, then I would suggest going with a couple of rings of OP. Just concentrate on hitting perfect though. But even from there, we've got a 50% Endbringer School, 20% elevation. Very easily in for an eagle. Hole 6, I feel there is a better drive here, which I haven't managed to do in the time that's allowed, but I'm going with just under 6 bars of topspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. The problem here is I want to clear the rough directly, but I don't want too much topspin to overshoot. Sadly, we do clip the rough and roll out, but we've still got a chance with the thorn, so it's going to be one of those you're going to have to try. Maybe use a token if you want to and practice, but this will give you a good starting point at least. Adjustment is max plus 20, and then once I'm done, I push up 3.5 rings, and again it's very tentative. I had a few goes at this, but I couldn't clear the rough, sadly. 3/4 ball curl to the right. So you're just going to have to see how you go. Obviously in stronger winds, I will be wary of pushing up too much. But thankfully we clip the rough and roll out, and it's my lucky day on this hole, and you'll see why coming up next. We are in thorn range here, so I'm going true club distance. What I do here with my elevation, I play it minus 15, which is, I think, not correct. I would rather go minus 10, and you'll see why in a minute. I go with some topspin and have the ball guide to the hole. But this one is under adjusted, and the reason for that is that I hit a great right and I get it in. So perfect would have missed left, so we need to do less adjustment. So I would suggest, and again it's only a suggestion, minus 10 elevation, true club distance. But like I said, it's my lucky day and I'm not going to argue with the result. We can hopefully learn from it. We get it in with a great ball, and I'll take it all day and every day. Please do join us over on Facebook. We have an ever-growing community of players there. Over 16,000 members. Head over to Facebook, search for BK Golf Clash and submit your member request there. Free to join, there are free guides posted, lots of shot sharing and discussion points. You can chat and interact with me as well, and loads more over on Facebook. So head over there and search for BK Golf Clash. Hole 7, I tried a no move but came in too hot. So this is a no move target, but what I'm doing now is going to apply my spin first, max backspin and a little bit of side spin to the right. Then I'm pulling back 2 rings. And thank you to the guys in chat from my stream this morning that gave me a few pointers here. So we pull back like 3 yards, and the adjustment here is max plus 5. Max plus 5. And again, very thankful to the guys in the chat that gave me a couple of suggestions here. I do think we maybe could pull back a little bit more. This isn't as close as I would like. But again, it's a kingmaker and it's a safe birdie, and there might be some people that are very, very pleased with that. You know, we're not threatening the flag by any stretch of the imagination, but it's something to work with. Hole number 8. Okay, we've got a great drive here. Max topspin, 2 bars left spin with a berserker. If you have 8 topspin, go with it. Lower level drivers, you might want to use a snow globe to get you more wind, or you might want to use a topspin boost as well. I adjust max plus 10 here. However, I would suggest really you go max plus 5 on my next attempt on this. I did hit a great, so I'm going to show you the perfect ball instead. Push up to max after you adjust, but I would suggest max plus 5 is better. Max overpower and left edge of the ball just outside the adjustment ring to the left, and we're going to hit perfect. Yay. Hooray. That's what we like. I did have about 4 or 5 attempts at this because I do feel, even for free to play, this is going to be a really nice eagle. So it comes in nicely. The topspin does help indeed, and we can play Endbringer School from here. Now, I missed this one, but I'm still going to put it in because I think you'll learn a lot. Sadly, I play 20% elevation. I forget here that this shot is slightly uphill. So even though I'm using Endbringer School, I should have been reducing my elevation because I over-adjust this one. So rather than 20, I think you've got the choice either of playing 15 or 10%. It's up to you. You'll have to judge how much you think I need to amend my elevation here. A bit shaky on the adjust as well. But there we go. We are going to miss this just left, so I would just reduce the elevation 15% maybe even 10. Just see how you go, but how frustrating is that? Very good chance for an eagle though, so just clean that one up. And the eagle... If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. I'm going to show you 2 options on hole 9, starting with the left-hand route, which I believe is the best for a look at the albatross. Stretching out, going with a berserker, max topspin and 2 bars side spin to the right. My adjustment here is max plus 20, maximum distance plus 20, and then once I'm done here, I'm going to push back up to max because we're going off the cliff. I go with 2 ball of curl to the right, but it's a little bit too much here, so I would suggest 1.5 would be better. Even with the great left, we're okay, but it's a little bit close. I do believe a perfect or a great right would have been in the rough. So just reduce the curl a little bit here. We're very, very close. So 1.5 would be my suggestion. But we want to get down there as far as possible. 482, and we're going to go for a sniper here. Now, my suggestion here would be play at true club distance, probably with a 35% elevation, to be honest. We're going to need a little bit of topspin. Again, tricky to estimate your club distance, and also you've got a load of rings to adjust here with the sniper. But give it a go. I think even if you don't get the albatross, you're most likely going to have a very nice rollout for an eagle. So my suggestion here would be club distance plus 35. See how you get on, but leave yourself plenty of time. As you can see, we've got about 19 rings to adjust here. Obviously, your drive distance is going to vary. If you don't have the topspin and you go short, then play a bounce over shot instead.
on the fairway, bouncing over with like a bar of backspin, and play that true club distance plus 40, be my suggestion. Okay, here's the right-hand approach now if you want to do this more technical drive. I'm going with the Thor's Hammer for the ball guide. You can do this with a Thor's Hammer level 5 or 6, to be honest, I would think. Just got to check the club distance though. But I'm going, in the end, a couple of bars of top spin and a couple of bars side spin to the right. And I'm aiming for the second bounce to be in the rough, about halfway along, because the wind is going to push, so don't aim too far up. Adjustment here, I go max plus 20, but we do come in a little bit to the left, so I'm not sure whether, or maybe we could try max plus 15 here, to be honest, and maybe just reduce the backspin, reduce the top spin ever so slightly, because as you will see here, we do hit top left of where I was aiming with a perfect, no curl. But bounces there, look at that, we do aim a bit, bounce a bit high, but we're still going to be okay. So something that you can tweak if you like. Second shot here didn't play a great one, to be honest, but I'm just showing you as a route. I would play max plus 40. I'm stretching out because I'm a little bit short on the drive. We do need to push up some rings. I just hit max plus 40 and I do push my rings back up as well. But we do clip the rough, we do roll out, so it is fine. But the choice is yours, which route you think suits your play style the best. I had 4 or 5 attempts at the cliff blast, but it just does not work. I did give it a go, had plenty of berserkers to spend, but I didn't get any magic to happen there, so maybe somebody else will come up with something. Bit of left curl, but we do hit a bad great ball here. We clip the rough and roll out, which is fine, and we've still got a very safe wedge for the eagle. So I do think it's good wins for free to play. Good luck if you are playing Master.
Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.